dreams, the compass that guides us through the uncertainties of life, and the key that unlocks doors to endless possibilities. Graduates, we strongly believe that during your time here, you have not only acquired knowledge, but you have also learned how to think critical, solve problems, and innovate. These skills will serve you well no matter where your path leads you. As you step beyond this day, remember that the world you are entering is one of rapid change and boundless opportunity.
The special congregation assembled over 8,000 graduates, comprising undergraduates and majorly postgraduate students of the university.
Now, away from that, the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection has announced an increase in cash grants for beneficiary households under the Livelihoods Empowerment Against Poverty program. The Minister, Dr. Agnes Momolate, announced this at a news conference a while ago.
The cash grant for one eligible member household has increased from 256 Ghana cedis to 320 Ghana cedis. The amount for two eligible member households has increased from 304 Ghana cedis to 380 Ghana cedis. Approval has been given to increase the number of beneficiary households from the current 350,000 to 400,000. The ongoing reassessment exercise will assist in achieving the target of 400,000 beneficiary households for the program in subsequent disbursements. In the specific case of the 96th cycle disbursement, the government has released 139,257,363 Ghana cedis, 90 pesos. This amount will be disbursed to 350,000 LIP beneficiary households in 260 MMDAs.
Now we'll go back to the Volta region, where the head teacher of Sokode to a basic school in the region, Ms. Theresa Adama, has entered for immediate infrastructure support, specifically the construction of an ICT laboratory to boost teaching and learning in the community. She highlighted that without an ICT lab, students are at a disadvantage in hands-on ICT education, falling behind their peers due to the school's infrastructure challenges.
Sokode, a Toy basic school established by the community, has been neglected and is in dire need of renovation. Rainstorms have damaged some structures, and the sole remaining classroom block, which doubles as offices and a common room, is cracked and crumbling. Overcrowding has become a major issue, hindering effective teaching and learning. Head teacher of the school, Ms. Adama, expressed concern and appealed to government, authorities and stakeholders to intervene and support the school.
In fact, we have a lot of challenges. The classroom for now, we have only 3 classrooms that is serving over 100 students. And sometimes the classrooms are so crowded that when we have lessons, you realize the students are very uncomfortable in the classroom as a result of heat. So we have an old infrastructure here, but we feel that it is not strong enough. So we are pleading with the agencies or the institutions and the government to come to our aid. If they can put up one classroom block for us, so we can have a stream B, and the population in the classroom will reduce, and then that will make teaching and learning very easy.
Despite the school's many challenges, its students consistently produce impressive results in the BECE, and this year is no different. In recognition of their hard work, the school management has awarded certificates and prizes to the outstanding students. The Home Municipal Director of Education, Dr. Esther Ajoyabua Adima, who graced the occasion, advised the BECE graduates to avoid engaging in illicit drug use.
This is just the beginning. It's not the end of life. That you are beautifully dressed in academic gown. This academic gown doesn't mean anything. Let's attach meaning to it. After a year, don't roam in town. Don't go and visit boys. You saw the teenage pregnancy and its implication. And then the boys, don't engage in substance abuse, the opioid, etc. That is the opioid. The red is the opioid. Family, the tramadol. You go to filling station and become sniffing dogs, sniffing the scent of petrol just to go high. It doesn't take you anywhere. But consider your parents, your poor parents. Help them to raise money for the secondary school. They say it is free, but it's not free. There is no free lunch in America.
Now, the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofusujare, says government is committed to supporting micro, small and medium enterprises through policies designed to foster growth and innovation in this sector. She was speaking to entrepreneurs and stakeholders at the 2025 UN MSME Day celebration here in Accra.
The celebration, held under the theme Connecting the Entrepreneurs, Unlocking Digital Opportunities for MSMEs, was hosted by the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry and the UN in Ghana. The event, which brought together entrepreneurs, policymakers and industry experts, sought to promote MSMEs, who make up over 90% of businesses in Ghana. Delivering the keynote address at the event, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofusujare, outlined initiatives to simplify business registration, enhance digital platforms and provide affordable credit for sector players. She said government is committed to designing policies that support business growth under the 24-hour economy.
The rate at which our micro and small enterprises transition to medium size and from medium to large remains painfully slow. Many remain stuck, not for lack of ambition, but because the business environment is like watching a movie from outside the cinema hall. They see the action, but cannot participate fully. Our goal is clear: to integrate MSMEs meaningfully into local, regional, and global value chains, ensuring that no entrepreneur is left behind on our national journey of transformation. So what must we do? As a government, we are committed to designing policies specifically for micro enterprises, not just MSMEs broadly. We are committed to simplifying access to government support, business registration and certification by addressing bureaucratic fragmentation and enhancing digital channels.
Chief Executive Officer for the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Margaret Ansay, shared President Mahamad's vision for micro, small and medium-sized enterprises.
We are celebrating MSMEs because they are the businesses that contribute so much to our labor force, about 80%. They form about 90% to Ghana's businesses, and they contribute so much to our GDP. These are businesses in the communities that we need to help to grow. The micro, the small, and the medium. We know that these giant businesses did not come out of the blue. They started from somewhere. So we are beginning with them, growing with them, and make sure that they leave legacies onto the generations yet unborn. That is why we are creating this awareness, to give them a voice and to give them a presence.
The event also highlighted the importance of building networks and partnerships in the entrepreneurial ecosystem.
Now, the Institute of Economic Affairs has reiterated its call on the government to immediately suspend the ongoing process to extend Talos petroleum licenses originally due to expire in 2036. Former Chief Justice and Distinguished Fellow at the IEA, Sufai Kufu, says the government must publicly justify their decision and explain why a company entangled in costly legal battles with the state deserves an extension. She was speaking at a policy dialogue under the theme, Reviewing Petroleum Agreements for the Good of Ghana.
All I said was that it's just, I don't understand. And we need the people, we the people of Ghana, we need to know why a contract, an agreement which still has 11 years to run, should be extended for any other period of time. And it's also not as though it has been an exemplary business